Morning, Zach. Over here, back to the right.
Morning, Tone.
I know you guys got out to a 16-5 start, but it seemed like post-game you guys felt like there was always something to work on. Now, in this 4-game stretch, it seems like there's a little bit more confidence and a little bit more belief in each other. How do you gauge the confidence level over the last 4 games?
Yeah, I mean, I think, throughout the whole season we've been a confident group, but I think obviously recently with the 4-game stretch, I think that we've really started to put a full 60 together and just get a complete effort from everybody. So I think that that's been really encouraging and definitely helps the confidence.
Over the last 4 games, you guys have put up 18 goals, 14 of which have come out 5-on-5. What's the difference? What's the tweak? What's the major tweak that's allowed you guys to kind of turn the tide on even strength?
Yeah, I mean, I just think, like I said, everybody's contributing. Everybody's on the same page. I think the forwards are helping out the D. Coming through the middle, and the D are kind of able to hold their line and hold their gap. And I think that as a forward on the other end, that's frustrating when a team's able to keep you from entering the zone and then we're able to transition quick, and we've got obviously some really skilled players up front who are able to do some things on the rush and then on the cycle. So if we have the puck more, then we're a really good team.
Feels like you're not sure what to do with your hand.
Yeah, I like sitting down. I can just put them up.
Just put them on like a power side.
Put them in the pocket. Yeah, I don't
know. Just talking about, when you're able to roll lines the way you guys are right now and keep so many different players engaged, I don't know, does it create a different feeling on the bench? Does it feel like more guys are into it and engaged and feeling part of it?
For sure. I think that, contributions come all different ways, whether you're scoring or just generating momentum. And I think in our case, we've gotten both from all the lines. And it definitely helps when that happens and guys, start to feel confident and in their abilities and in their play. So I think it's just been a really good stretch for us.
Maybe lost a little bit is that you've rattled off 4 straight wins here, and you have 4 really young defensemen in the lineup, like guys that don't necessarily have a ton of experience. How impressed are you with, rolling young blue liners out there and what they're able to do?
For sure. I think obviously winning 3 divisional games in a row at this time in the season was really important for us. And the games just keep coming. It's a tight schedule, so you really need contributions from everybody. And to have young guys step up, I think that's the name of today's game. Is you need young players playing big roles and being comfortable. So I think that those guys have done great, and I think we're trying our best to make it easier on the defensemen as forwards. Like I said, coming back and through the middle and just making their reads a lot easier, and I think that it's helping.
Hey, Zach, how much of what we're seeing now is just a fresh vibe, and how much is just subtle structural changes in what you guys are doing on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you guys can see the different things that we're doing. So I think that there are obviously subtle structural changes, and just being able to, like I said, read off each other, and just one of the big things is just coming back through the middle and making sure our D have support so that they're able to make stands and keep the puck in, because as a forward you want to play with the puck, but in order to do that you got to make sure that your D are protected. So I think that that's one thing, and then obviously I think that you don't win in this league if you don't work, and I think that these past 4 games you've really seen everybody's work ethic, everybody's on the same page and just really working, because it's a working league and you can't win if you don't work.
How do you make this last? Because there's always a bump when there's a change and everybody's sort of invigorated and such. That something you guys are talking about, or you just hope it is something that develops organically, that you maintain this work level for the rest of the season and playoffs?
Well, I think that your work ethic is something that you can control. So sometimes you can't control the balances, and no team wins every game. So there are going to be games where you don't get the outcome that you want, but you can always control your work ethic and being on the same page. So I think for us, continue to work. I think that we've seen the results that happen when we're all on the same page and we're working and things are going the right way. I mean, look at the last game. I thought we were playing really well and we were down 2-0, but we didn't give into it. We just kept playing our game, and the end result was in our favor. So I think just having that mindset of working within our structure and within our system, I think we're going to be a really good team.
Zach, usually the 11-7 scheme is born out of necessity, but Jay and the coaching staff have done it by choice for the last 4 games. What have you noticed about how that's helped the group, and what do you like about that scheme?
Yeah, I think as a forwards, it allows for you to get into more of a rhythm. I guess you got to play a little bit more And then for defensemen, I think we mentioned we got some young D-men back there, so I think it helps them for sure. And I think Mance is. I think the D can speak to a better job of how they feel with it. So I think you got Cease coming up next. You can ask him. But from a forwards perspective, just getting out there more and having, I guess, more rhythm for everybody in the lineup, and just more ice time for the guys up front, and just feeling more confident in their abilities. And I think that you're seeing contributions from all 4 lines. So I think that's a big positive.
How alert do you have to be on the bench, whether it's knowing who's up next, knowing who might go with those 2 guys on the 4th line or whatever you want to call it? How alert are you in keeping engaged and knowing when it's your time to go?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you're definitely alert. You're excited. I think, you want to play as much as you can as a player. You're never going to say no. You always want to play and you always want to be out there. So, it's great to play with all different players throughout, the season. You play with a bunch of different guys. And we have a great team. We have a great lineup. We have a deep roster, and it's nice to utilize it.
Zach, just one more for me over here in the back. 9 games now as a teammate of Evander Kane's. Is there anything that has surprised you about his game that you maybe did not appreciate being an opponent in the past?
Well, I was in the East for my entire career, so I didn't see him as much as some of the guys in the West did. But obviously, playing him a little bit when he was in San Jose. I played a little bit when he was in Buffalo, I think, too. But I think just a solid player, brings a physical element, scores goals. You saw his goal last night, scores goal. And just, brings another element to our team that we don't have enough of, I think. So you can always use a guy like that who just brings it every night, and that's just, hard to play against. When you line up against Vander, he's not a fun guy to line up against as an opponent. So to have him on our side, I think that you're seeing the contributions in all aspects of the game. Cool. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Zach.
I don't mind the standing, actually.